wrapped around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time.
Alright. Hello, and welcome to the explanation part of this video. I'm joined by Floppy and Hamster as a bot. So, here's the thing about Hamster. He's going to be in the video a little bit later on, but he's busy with other things right now. Alright, anyways. Here is the 12 Tnt core, and farm in general. It's a very nice farm. Most of it was designed by Floppy. I should say that now, because he did a lot of this farm, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we'll just get started on how to actually use the farm. So the UI is pretty simple. One lever turns on the farm, and the other lever, in case you're using a real player or don't want to have to use a clicker, this lever turns on a clocked cycle for the llama cycler.
Yeah, so if you look at this, the llama is shifting back and forth. So yeah, the player cycle is fully consistent. All right, so we should probably mention why there's a boat in there, if people don't know. So like, there's a boat in there because we can't really use the normal corner attraction setup system that are in most 16 Tnt farms now, because basically the player will be like yeeted back and forth, and that's just no good. So in this case, we are using we have to have a boat there so the player doesn't move, and that's the same reason why I have a minecart right here so the llama doesn't bounce up and down. I mean, yeah. So I mean, it will take alignment, and Hamster will show that later.
He was in charge of the alignment for the llama, so
yeah.
I'll do the tutorial for that. But it's pretty simple. You just get on the llama, look at the correct angle, and in place.
Yeah.
I'm not using my connection is actually kind of bad, so I'm not actually placing, but if you have a good connection, you should be able to place, no problem.
Yeah.
So that's pretty simple. And then for the bottom wiring, let me turn this farm off because it'll destroy it.
Yeah.
This. So the back two logs here, just get 0 ticked out instantly, and same with the log here and here. This one gets retracted through the dirt and ends up here.
That happens there at Tnt. So at Tnt 3, basically the log. Oh man, I broke a piston. Basically at Tnt 3, a log will be right here, and this log would be retracted, because the way this corner retraction setup works, if you've never seen this, is basically Tnt 0. All this stuff extends. This piston right here would be extending, retracting the log through the dirt. This piston would also be extending right here, and we'll explain why that works later. And right here, basically in the same Tnt, this log is being retracted, and this log is being retracted as well. You could probably have seen that in the cinematic showcase. So when this is retracted, Tnt 6, it is yeeted back, and at Tnt 6, it's also able to retract this log right here. And by Tnt 4, actually, I think Tnt 4, the podzol is back here, even though this log is freed up at Tnt 6. So this bottom section is actually maxed out.
Yep. And then going up to the main leaf crushers, the reason why the trapdoors are kind of weird like this is because otherwise, when the main DP pushes and that slime extends, all the items tend to just fly forward and end up right in this comparator here, and there's a hopper underneath, and that ends up clogging it up, and that's just saplings that are just sitting there not being able to be collected. So that's why I just did that. It helps even out the distribution of the saplings over the hoppers. And then going to the log transport, which is really the final interesting bit, is this DP, this deep zero, what's called dust redirection DP wiring plus the 0 tick all in one.
Yeah, this is by Floppy. It's very nice. Yeah.
So what happens is when this piston extends, it unredirects this dust here, as well as updating these pistons so that they extend.
Yeah.
And I fire this whole column 1 tick early, so that the observer, which takes 4 ticks to actually power on, these pistons here are push limited.
Yeah.
And so they can't actually extend until this until the logs have actually arrived there. So then, yeah. So and then so the effect is that you get a zero tick at the perfect time. And the reason why you need to actually zero tick the front pistons is because this is a 12 game tick farm, which means logs are moving effectively as far as pistons are concerned. They can't be pushed for 3 game ticks. And that means you only have 6 game ticks in order to both extend this piston to here, extend it, and then retract it out of the way before the next batch of logs come through.
Yeah.
Which means you need to zero tick the front piston. So that's just how I did that. And then going over to the log transport to the blast chambers, Hamter did that too. So
Yeah, Hamter will explain that, yeah. And he should be explaining that around now. So, like, I don't know what happened, but Hamter just doesn't exist right now. So, I'm just going to explain the Tnt Chambers, and Rhythm will explain the alignment, because he knows how it works too, but Floppy and I don't. So, yeah, you kind of just relied off of Hamter for that. Alright, so let's get on to the Tnt Chamber. So, the Tnt Chamber system is relatively simple. Basically what happens is when this piston is extended, it redirects this redstone dust to power this TNT right here. The TNT does not realize it's being powered. Then, about 3 game ticks later, this piston is pushed forward. And it would also power, like, once this observer is moved here, it will power the system, activate this note block right here, which would send a block of data to this piston, sending it back. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this system before. As you can see, it sends it back. Yeah, as you can see, it sends it back. Really cool system. Okay. The way that the TNT duplicator itself actually works, though, is it sends... basically, the way pistons work, if I were to build up a normal piston setup right here, slime setup like this, if I were to push this very back block, this block is technically moving forward. So when I moved this back, and we had something like this iron block was moving first. And then this one, and that's just how it worked, right? So the way, basically, this duplicator works is this coral is updating this piston before this piston is or the TNT is moving. And the TNT is also moving the same game tick, making it duplicate. It's kind of sus, but yeah, it's just how it works.
Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to put the llama in Floppy's farm. First, you need to get the llama, but before we put the llama in, we're just going to put 4 snow layers right there. And spawn the llama in the boat. The llama in the boat. Just drop it down. There will normally be a wall here. I already removed it, but just break it. Then you need to back it up. Just get it on a 45-degree angle, just like that. So that blue line needs to face into this corner. Then you need to get soul sand and sticky piston. We just need to, I did not need to remove that. Then you just need to do this. Just need to zero tick it. You can put all the glass back. And now we back the llama up. And right here we need a wall. We just need to put the ball right here and just have this pushed in. Now we just need to trigger this like that. And now you almost have the alignment. You see that that zero tick actually pulled the thing in, so it's now not in the right angle, so you have to redo that. Now we need to back the llama up till its hitbox is right about this white line needs to be lined up on this last pixel. So see it's on that last pixel border. That means it should be at the right spot. So another way you can check is, oh, that's also another issue. You need to remove these comparators and update this. But you should be able to do this without it suffocating. Then the second step is you need to put some blocks right down here. Just some glass blocks. Put them into here. Then you could just place these logs. And now we need to get a minecart. We're going to use a furnace minecart on top of this boat. This part's pretty tricky. But what we need to do is drop it right here. So it's on top of it like that. But what we need to do is make sure that it actually, we need to get a glass block into here. So an alternative thing you can actually do to that is just, what you can do is you just need to do this and then break that and then push it down. You can re-put this in. And now you just need to drop this minecart on and make sure it's resting on top of the boat, not the soul sand, which it is. So now we need to get a sticky piston in this block, which is pretty easy. Just like that, and like that. And then here we need to push one pretty far down. The llama's gonna suffocate, so you have to be quick. Alright, now you have these blocks in. You're almost done. We then need to put the podzol back. It's really simple. This one we can just place. This one we need to just push one block in. And then these we need to push two. And that is almost it. Now we need to break these. And then right here you see this fence gate. All we need to do is get a boat. We're gonna have to put some more pistons in too. We need to get a boat. We need to just bring it back here. And we need to align it against that fence gate. If you get it stuck like that, just break it and put it back in. So now it's against the fence gate. Means you did it right. Now you want to get on the llama. That'll cause the boat to fall down and intersect with the llama's hitbox, and that's what you want. So now what you need to do is we need two pistons here, and you can just place these. And now all it is putting these logs back. Now you can get on the llama, and it should work. You have to tame the llama too, but yeah, that should be all the alignment. So there's an issue. If you see when I get on this llama, you see that my hitbox intersects with that block. That can happen if you screw it up. So now what we need to do is just break those and break this glass block. We can also break the boat. And we need to just get on here for like just 2 seconds, and we need to hit W. And we can back it up a bit. Now we want to re-get on the llama. And we want to hit F5. And now you can see it doesn't intersect. That's how you know you did it right. Now for fixing this, you just need to push this glass block back in. Once that's back in, we can just get the podzol. Place that one back like we did before. And then these two, we need to start from up here. And now, just to put the boat back in, break these two, drop the boat in, push it here, get on the llama, put this in. And yep, now if I hit F5, you see my hitbox doesn't intersect with that, and that's how you know you did it right. That's it.